I lost all my words.
Hi, my name is Marcel, and I am the SABMR's Donor Welfare Officer.
Hi, I'm Lisa. I work for the SABMR Donor Services Department, and I'm here to call you up as a potential match for a patient who is needing a bone marrow stem cell transplant.
Hi, I'm Fatima Bedford. I'm Harvest Coordinator for the SABMR, and I ensure that patients get their stem cells.
In a nutshell, what does your job entail?
Okay, well, I'm the fortunate one who is with the donor on the day of the harvest, and then I'm the one who follows up afterwards, keep in touch, support and help with patient and donor contact too.
What does harvest mean?
Okay, harvest is basically the day of the donation that the stem cells are collected. We just call it a harvest.
Now, what happens after the harvest?
Okay, so for the next 10 years, I continue with the relationship that SABMR has built with the donor. I will contact the donor the day after, a week after, a month after, to make sure that the donor is 100% okay and back to normal. And then for 5 years after that, I will help and send the donors for a medical assessment, just see it as a medical freebie, just to make sure everything is okay. And then for 5 years after that, I will just call you in the month that you donated, just to check in and find out how you are.
All right, let's talk about the GCSF injections. But before we get to it, can you tell us what it means?
Okay, the GCSF stands for granulocyte colony stimulating factor.
Hi, Lisa. So the public wants to know, what are the side effects from the injections, and can a person carry on with their everyday activities?
You may experience some mild bone pain as well as headaches and flu-like symptoms. But none of these side effects are going to prevent you from carrying on with your normal activities or your daily activities. We just recommend that you do not overdo yourself.
What about donors and patients having contact?
Okay, so donors and patients may have anonymous contact for 3 years after the donation. And then after 3 years, then the patient can reach out and they can ask to have direct contact with the donor. It is necessary to say that some countries do not allow donors and patients to have contact afterwards.
Last but not least, tell us, what's the most rewarding part of working in donor services?
Simple answer, my donors. I love calling up my donors and interacting with my donors on the phone. I can have a half an hour conversation with them, just chatting to them about anything and everything. It is so heartwarming and so down to earth, so easy. My donors are my best part of my job.
Lastly, a fun question. So what's a fun item on your desk?
A fun item on my desk, I have a spider stuck to my monitor.
What is it for?
To keep intruders away.
A bit of a fun question for Donor Services Department. If we had a Donor Services Olympics, what event would the team win?
We would definitely win the relay race, because everything starts with Lisa, who calls in the donors for the first time, makes contact with them, finds out whether they are willing to move ahead with the donation. And then she hands it over to Fatnaz, who then arrange all the logistics and make 100% sure that the donor is 100% healthy. And then they give it to me, then they give the donor to me to have the long-term relationship of 10 years and make sure that the donor is okay.
Hi, Lisa. So the public want to know, what are some of the...
And I facilitate, let's start again.
Okay, the GCSF in lot.
Okay, and what about South Africa?
No, we do allow it.
Okay, lastly, a fun question. What is...
It's not going to prevent you. Oh, can we stop that?